Who's this, I hear you ask? Who's this that hasn't graced our screen for absolutely ages because they don't love us anymore? Is that AllTheCoolStuff's channel? Have they got new toys in? Surely no. Well, actually, yes, we have got new toys in. Yes, we've got some of the good stuff, but today we've got Transformers Undertow with Waterlog! Now, alright, yes, we've had the normal stuff. We've had one of these. And we've had some of this. And if you want to talk about that, then by all means, you know the email address. Talk to us. Give us a ring. Talk to us through the forums and the internets and all that sort of stuff. But in the meantime, I thought I'd bring something to you that hasn't been done by every single reviewer out there. Oh, look, power core combiner, goodness. Now, these things, I don't normally like them. I like these, I'm just not normally a fan of these at all. This guy is lovely, I'm quite taken with him, which is odd, because I'm very much on the side of the Reds. I like the Autobots, and there's a Decepticon! But just calm down, have a sensible look. You've got lovely big theatres. You can in robot mode. You don't need to have the combiner pegs out the back like that. He will stand quite happily on his own, says Dave, without pressing this stuff. But he's got big old feet, and he will stand quite happily on his own like that. No trouble at all. He's got this big monstrosity stuck to the front of him because that is technically how the power core combiners are supposed to be. So let's just have a look at that very briefly and put him off to one side. This is Waterlog. It's a stupid name for a stupid idea. It's a transparent green piece of mess. However, he got some lovely wings. He looks good in gun mode. It feels like it looks quite good in gun mode. I like that. The transparent green's very nice. He's got this awesome, amazing kind of generic little underwater face masky thing. He's got this water breathing gear and stuff, which is daft because it's a robot, doesn't need it. He's on ball joints all the way around. He's got coloured bits on the end there, which isn't painted very well. Maybe it's just my one. Maybe it's just too small a part. Maybe it's old dirty Hasbro. So, I mean, you've got... you know what they are. Let's have a look at the main event. He's very nice. He's very nice. Face sculpt. Ooh, I'm going underwater. It's nice. They like piping around the back. There is an opportunity for some light piping around the back. There are like tiny little holes here which go through to the light piping. Doesn't really do anything. It captures things nice though. It's almost a Mega Supreme in that it's got the visor over a face. I quite like it. It's good. Massive, he tooled up. Massive weapon! He got one of them. Make of that what you will. He's got quite good feet. He's got quite good articulation. He will move at the knee. They will go in and out. That'll twist there, which isn't bad at all. Again, shoulders, ball joints, elbows, ball joints, wrists, nothing. Guns will swivel so you can put them around the back. So he doesn't look quite so out of place with those things sticking out. I love him. Let's do a spin off him very slowly. So spinny, 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 spinny. Back is quite kibble free. Nothing on there that screams what the alt mode's going to be. That's why I like this guy. Especially, I haven't got parts to turn him into a full-on combiner because he'd look a bit silly with dinosaurs underneath, and with aeroplanes, well, they'd be Autobots, and I can't mix factions. It just makes me a little bit sick. One of the things I do love about this guy is flap the arms forward. Flap the arms forward, close the combiner pegs down. Okay, we're going to grab this whole front section which lifts up, okay, and just sort of lift the whole shindig up, move it forwards, and as you move it forwards, I'm going to push that, the whole top section, the front becomes the back and the back becomes the front. And if you turn it round, look at that. Let's just peg all this in place, move that down. So this is what his combiner torso would look like. But look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. And if I lift one of my lights up and do that, look at that light piping. I know I go on about light piping, but he's got a diving bell for a head. Oh, so that's a very, 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 and these bits, you can see how tall he would be if you put these, if I grab that and put a connector peg down, like so, how tall would he be with his combiner parts on there? He'd be the biggest out of all of them. He'd be absolutely massive. Love, 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 love. Not quite why we're here. We're going to finish up. We're going to go backwards on this one and go from bot to alt. Okay, so we're going to just wrestle this back to where it's supposed to be. Lift that over like that. We're going to place that back over there like that. Take that cockpit and push it all the way forward, which covers up the face. You have to leave the face forward because then when you look at the back you can't see any of the gubbins. We're going to take that, push them forward and have the combiner pegs facing forwards. Okay, we're going to start with the bottom. The feet are going to tuck in like that. So straighten this whole thing up like that. Do the same over here, straighten the whole thing up like that. Feet go away like so. Okay, we're going to keep that down. We're going to keep that, push them down like that. We're going to turn these around the other way, like so. In fact, I've done this wrong. We're going to lift them up because these bits become the leading edge of the shoulders. So one of those, keeping the hands out of the way, like that. And then turn him upside down, take that round like that, take that round like that, and you can see you've got a peg on there, and a hole on there, and peg hole, peg hole. The natural order of a transformer is to put a peg in a hole. Way, done. Okay, simple as that, absolutely done. Very, very nice. Boat former, don't see many of them. Sort of, you know, Mirage in Energon and that sort of thing, but it's unusual, very, very unusual. Just flap these bits back, which complete the side aesthetic. Nothing on there that screams robot, is there? Aside from the fact that they're hands, but they're quite well disguised. Front, wouldn't know it's a robot. Top, wouldn't know it's a robot. Side, wouldn't know it's a robot. Very good. And all you do is you take your little monkey boy, turn that like that, fold that up, like that, and he's got, oh, it goes the other way around, so he's got pegs on his heels and he's got holes in his back, and all you do is you put the pegs in the holes, which means you can't misalign everything, keeps it all nice and straight. Fantastic. Wings down to the side, do that, kind of poke them up at an angle, jaunty angle, like so, okay, and then all you do is you take the hole that's in the bottom and plug it into the dinkle sticking out the top. Transformers Undertow with Waterlog. All the cool stuff. Thank you very much, and thank you for listening to me squeak, and I'll be back tomorrow! Woo!